great idea, and then you act on it, and you're so inspired. That's your wood feeding your fire. So we're really in this right now. This is spring, wood, spring. Fire is summer. So we've been really in this expansive, and then boom, here we go. Everyone's on fire now. There are so many ideas. There's so many opportunities. There's so many things happening. That is us taking on our fire, taking on that summertime heat. So that's this. And then this is a way of kind of looking at that. I've shown an image like this before in class of looking at it in terms of internal alchemy. So this is you, this is us, this is everyone. This is your body. So this is looking at how the elements actually move through the body. We have these little twins down here. This is yin and yang, and they're spinning this pump to pump the water up the spine so that you're not losing water, you're not losing chi falling out of your pelvic floor, your perineum. I love this bowl shape here. Here, this is our liver. This forest, the forest of the liver. It's very humid, so it's also like a rain forest. Your liver. This is your kidneys, represented by this weaver. So your kidneys help support this water flow. They're weaving, they're pumping, cleansing the blood system, helping to keep your bones intact. Bones are related to water. They're helping keeping things moving. They're weaving that interior web. Then we have heart. We have heart here playing with the little dipper, standing in its garden, spinning. So the heat in your heart can have a real spiral to it at times, and that spiral can get really big. But it's also about knowing how to keep your fire in the process of fusion. So fire also loves to merge. Fire loves to come together. When it gets too much fire, it gets way too spread out, and that's when it's chaos and everything's all over the place and you're not focusing. So we're trying to keep that spiral specific. Come up here, all the way up. This is your bai hui, your crown point. You have antennas on the top of your skull, like a mountain range, shining all the way up, up, up. These are your eyes, sun and moon. This is your sea of chi. This is where you were born, that chi that you inherit from your biology. This is where that lives. This is your cauldron cooking it, your stomach being plowed, plowing the land. Your stomach's related to earth, super bountiful. Earth is the balance of all the other elements. So if you were to put this in a cardinal direction, Earth lives right in the center. It sees all the directions. It sees the fact that everything's expanding around you 360. So it is this embodiment of micro and macro. Earth has a sense of self. Where am I? And where am I in relationship to everything else? That's Earth. Very pragmatic. So when we practice, even if I'm not necessarily saying these things, we are doing them. Because the 5 elements is the philosophy of this work that makes it possible. This is the thing that we're kind of reverting back to, this and the idea of yin and yang. So those two ideas together. So 5 elements is also really about like the material of the world, the material of your body, the positive space in a way. How things relate to one another, very compositional. That image is called inner alchemy. So if you were to look it up, you can look up inner alchemy, qigong, inner alchemy, traditional Chinese medicine. Again, there's so many versions of it. There's some really great color versions as well. That one was just one that I could kind of like go in, magnetize, and it wouldn't totally pixelate. But yeah, that's a really popular image. So we'll practice and we'll be in these things and we'll have these things and they'll move around, and hopefully it'll have a sense of wholeness, completion as you move into the rest of your summer. And you'll be able to hold those things again. You have my email if you ever have any questions about anything. I'm so happy to respond, and I'll let you know about anything that you may wonder about. Okay. Let's do it. Enough talking. Talking is very wood. I could stand here and talk to you about qigong forever, but we have to turn it into fire. We have to do it. Okay, so we're going to start standing. Finding a width of your feet that is comfortable. So if it needs to be more narrow, if you're feeling a little more contained today, it can be smaller if you feel like, there's so much between my legs, it needs room to breathe. Let your stance be wide. You can always adjust. I'll just say making sure that your feet are parallel, making sure that the joints of your legs feel open, feel like they can have their potential. So they're neither active doing something and they're not so locked that they're immobile. So it's that in-between place of available. Let the joints of your legs be available. The fronts of your ankles are soft. The fronts of your knees are floating forward. The backs of your knees are moving out. Your Achilles heel has length. It helps your heel drop down into the earth. Your hip creases are there. You can touch them. You can feel them. So you're not pressing so far forward that there's a flatness. Feel that slight bend. Your tailbone in the back, gently shining a little bit back behind. It's not directly dropping down. It's a little tilt in the pelvis. From there, you feel how the belly, that heart center, your brain, are stacking one on top of the other. If you need or you want to have that touch in these three dantians, your three energy centers. Yeah, these are these very specific places where specific kinds of qi live. Soles of the feet are rooting into that earth force. That earth force enters from the soles of our feet, and we gather it, we put it in our sea of qi. We put it in our lower dantian, and we have it with our original force, our original qi. Those two things are down here. Our heart energy is that shin, or excuse me, the qi, and it feeds the qi of all of our organs. So when your heart center is really strong and open, that helps support the qi in your other organs. And then up top, this is your shin, S-H-E-N. And this is where you hold in your brain and your skull all that universal expansion up and out, connecting to the cosmos, connecting to the space around you. That's where that energy is stored. They can move, but these are the collections. So we're seeing them one on top of the other. Crown point, top of the head. So letting that crown point give you access up and out in the same way that the soles of your feet are letting you access that down and in. Bending your elbows, bringing your palms in front of you, facing one another. We're going to inhale. As we exhale, clapping your palms together and getting them to rub. So we're building heat here. We're letting our fire heart get stirred up. Once it feels like it's there, very present, very lively, very bright. Our loves to laugh. Placing your palms onto your belly button, onto your sea of chi, closing your eyes. So, closing your eyes to see inside, to get a sense of how this heat is spreading from the palms of your hands, from the outside into your sea of chi. You can also sense how that heart heat is traveling down from the heart deep inside, connecting into your sea of chi. How that earth force can even rise up a little bit to shine back into your heart. In the way that the joints in your legs have that open potential, they're open, that fire, that warmth can also spread down your legs. And as that heat is traveling down, it opens up the joints even more. Coming into a soft micro bend joints. That heat just opening up, spreading out, allowing you to begin to shift your weight gently forward and back. So we're keeping the soles of the feet rooting into the earth. I'm not lifting my toes or heels, or I'm trying not to. That happens a little bit. We get into it and momentum takes over at night. But for now, I'm starting small. And I'm shifting my weight. I'm shifting my body as one. Forward and back. Belly, heart, brain force forward. If you want to put a hand on your heart center. So. Feeling that gentle flow. Noticing if you're staying with this heat flowing to the body, or do you find that you're tapping into some other sensation? You almost feel like water pouring out, pouring forward and back. Feel like you're tapping into your organs, wanting to pour. Does it have a sensation like sand, or is it even thicker, like a honey or mud? So the shifting is a way of gently beginning to wake the body up, the whole body. But it's also time to take stock to see the quality that your body wants to take on, the inside side your body wants to take on in this moment today. The more you're able to relax and not try and force the shift or force the pour, the more the pour will happen. So if you're clenching in your muscles and trying to be like, gotta go this way right now, it's not gonna work. If you're holding, there's nothing to shift. Then you're just a big statue teetering back and forth. There's not a lot of longevity. That is how you'll fall over. So even though we're moving as one, seeing that micro ripple inside, sensing it, or just trusting that it's happening, and let that be the thing that moves you. You're breathing here, you're inhaling through the nose. Your lungs are filling up or lower side, front, back. As you exhale, emptying the lungs out, moving that air all the way up and out through the nose, through the mouth. Your breath continues, and your breath even helps support this continuation, this flow. Letting your jaw relax, letting there be space between your upper and lower teeth, letting the muscles around the eyes, the muscles around the mouth open up wide, release. Shoulders, relax, your shoulder blades rest on your back. You're wide and open, letting your armpits relax. How open or closed does the crown point, does your pelvic floor feel right now? Are you still kind of clenching there because you want to feel like you're in control? Or can you release it just a little bit? It doesn't have to be the whole thing if you're not ready. You don't have to do it all at once. Just lessening a little bit, sending a breath, an expansive breath down into your pelvic floor, into your anus. A little more space there. You might find that you have a little more shift. This whole body shifting a few more times. Then when you're ready, beginning to take on that rippling, undulating effect. You can start small. Let yourself hear the direction and then let your body respond to it. Again, we're not trying to force it. It's just now there's this other option to take in, to take on. Now instead of the whole body pouring forward, weight pours towards the toes, then the fronts of the ankles rippling up the shin, rippling up the thighs through the pelvis, snaking up the spine into the skull. So it might be a little unorganized for a minute. Let your body find the ripple that it wants to make right now. Try to really get in and feel it in all the places, all the way up the leg, all the way up the spine to that crown point. Then as soon as you reach the top, you're already rippling down. So breathe. Still staying soft in the jaw, soft in the eyes, letting your brain fall towards the eyes. The heart pours forward as you tip forward. The sea of chi pours forward. And they all ripple back towards your spine. You might feel like it's really big. Bend the joints of your legs more to let it be really big. Be careful with the skull that you're not collapsing in the back. Or it might feel really small and fast. Either way, there's a little more heat going on now. This is gently becoming more active. Trying to keep in that place where you're not forcing this ripple, this undulation in the body. Playing with different tempos, and that maybe changes the quality of your core, of what you're pouring inside. And we'll do this to go into that spinal cord breathing. So if you'd like, you can turn your toes in, bending your knees, letting the knees fall towards or actually fall into one another, touching. You're going to tuck the tailbone a little bit further here. So now we're starting to direct how the energy is going to flow. So we're tucking the tail. We're making that curve of towards or even on the fist. So you don't want to have the head fall forward. You're sticking your chin out really far. That back of your skull is still open. And then here we're going to close down. By we, you close it. That perineum that we were just doing all that work to soften it, now we're going the other way, lift it up. So we're playing with the spectrum here, closing it now, gathering it in like you're really back to P. It doesn't have to be a big like clench, just a lift. Soles of the feet, doming up, doming away from the earth. We're resisting the earth. We're going deep inside ourselves. You can close your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth. You can close your teeth together. You can even squint your eyes. You can hold your breath. And when you're ready, then it's time to shift. Opening up, sending those feet into the earth, turning the toes out, bending your knees away from one another, tipping that tailbone back. That pours the sea of chi towards the heart, forward, sending the elbows behind you, opening your palms, and then lifting your eyes, your chin, letting your brain complete the arc, and tipping back and out. Letting your front body really open up here, taking in the sunlight, becoming available to the space around you. It's a soft spreading. Again, we're actively directing this opening, but we're not trying to beat anything out to the universe right now. We're available to take things in. We're opening up to take things in. The sunlight's coming into us. The heat is shining into our hearts. Then we take all of that and we gather it even deeper in, packing it in, coming back into this closed place, seeing where the energy wants to store. Does it want to go to your bones or your muscles? Does it want to go to organs? Does it want to just go to your 3 dantians? And when you're ready again, opening up. So doing this for a little bit on your own time. I'm going to stay in one place, one position longer than the other, just doing so. Again, when your body's ready to shift, it'll shift. And have this opening, closing be pleasurable. It might feel really big and slow, or again, it might be pumping that opening, closing, pumping all your. Fine as you keep doing it, you want to move, shift, shake a little bit. For the shapes that your body makes, may find that they want to shift or change. few more times. Noticing, are you opening even further and closing even further as we're doing this? It's not just that you're getting warmed up, you're beginning to expand, you're becoming more elastic, you're expanding your spectrum. Next time you're closed, staying there, being in that gathered in place just for a last moment, really drawing in, really feeling that closed downness. And let it fall away, coming back into that potential place, either totally open or totally closed. Soles of your feet can relax into the earth, bringing them back to a parallel place. Letting your arms unfurl, letting your fingertips really feel that gravity pull down into the earth. And let your tailbone relax, let your butt relax. And curve in your spine can release so that your organs aren't trying to pour back. You can feel your arms falling out of the sides of your body. Coming to place your hands on your knees. Sliding the hands down the shins, coming to hang over. So if coming all the way over doesn't feel like an option, you can stay hanging over, placing your hands on the fronts of your shins, or maybe even more upright, or this. If you're seated, just having space between your legs so that your head can tip over and your torso doesn't feel like it's being squished. Letting your legs be long, or if it feels like you need to crease those knees and ankles, by all means. Just trying to encourage this tipping over in the torso. We're tipping those energy centers over, letting everything pour out. Letting your brain fall into the top of your skull. Letting your lungs pour out through the tops of your shoulders. Letting your heart pour out through the top of your skull. Letting your sea of chi pour out. Your perineum is high. It's gathering in some sunlight for you. Really letting everything pour down, pouring down. Feeling how back your pelvis can be, tipping it, really tipping it over. Those watery kidneys, they're dripping down, dripping all the way down, giving your brain a bath. Taking your time here so that you don't get too lightheaded, bending lengthening the ankles, the knees, creasing a little more deeply in the hips. You're going to draw the hands up the backs of the legs, slowly rolling up the spine. Up and over. Back of your butt. Passing onto your kidneys, pausing at your kidneys for a moment, so keeping your head dropped. And just give your kidneys a light shake or bounce. Really feeling your kidneys move here. So when we shake our kidneys, we activate our bones. Just feeling that relationship of shaking your kidneys and how your bones respond. Your chin up, letting your eyes look out at the horizon. They can be open or you can be closing your eyes. Slipping your palms up onto your heart, to your heart center. Now, letting your heart shake. Really seeing into that heart. Let it begin to move. You might feel very held and just breathing, staying with it. Let the kidneys encourage a little opening. Let the lungs relax so that your heart center has some space to actually move as it has this shake. When you shake your heart, you're shaking your blood. All that blood moving through your veins, letting all your veins shake. Letting your blood, your bones, your heart, your kidneys have a shake. Letting this shake keep going. I get a little smaller and a little smaller, but it keeps going here. You're going to let your palms move away from your torso. Rising up over your brain, letting the palms have a moment in front of your eyes. Just a little brain support. And letting the shake, it keeps going. It's small and small and small. You're going to bring your arms up over your head, bringing your palms facing in towards one another, or facing out. Your thumbs are facing one another. You're going to bring them together. You got a butterfly, but your butterfly has a bit of a shake. You're, again, taking your time. You're shaking your bones. You're shaking your blood, but as you begin to lengthen your arms, you're beginning to bring your tendons into the action, that kind of rubber bandy quality of lengthening. To your wood, your liver tendons. And as your tendons begin to really want to expand, that's what's going to draw this shake away. So your arms are going to get longer, your legs are going to get longer, and your arms are going to begin to want to lengthen, so they're going to want to begin to tip back. So your fingertips are going to want to tip behind your head. You're making your body into a bow. So as you're drawing yourself up and back, the soles of your feet root even more into the earth, and that makes your body long, and that draws the shake out. Now, you're sending your pelvis forward so that you don't crunch in your lower back, so you're not breaking back there. It maybe isn't a huge bow. If it would feel more stable, you can also open your toes up so your feet are a little more open. And you're letting your heart rise up as you send the tailbone down. Those kidneys are still supporting in the back, the heart, and letting your chin, your eyes look up. Spreading, spreading, spreading. There's a connection of your pinky fingers all the way down the outer edge to your pinky toes. So you're pressing into the earth with the soles of your feet as you're extending your arms up and out, bowing the body. And then sending the pelvis back, letting your fingertips wilt, the wrists wilt, they wilt in front of your eyes, elbows bend, your eyes follow your fingers. Once again, rolling down the spine. Coming into this hanging over place. Again, if you're hanging over places here, just protecting your back, bending your knees slightly. Bending your knees so that we can send this pelvis forward between the legs to rise back up. So taking your time, even if you know this exercise, let this be this introduction to it today. So you're sending your pelvis forward, you're unfurling in the front of your body, opening up, seeing where your bow is today. Shoulders are moving away from your ears. Your neck is long. It really supports the skull extending up and out. Your brain is shining in the back of your skull, but it's also continuing beyond. It's continuing even further beyond your fingertips. Your tailbone's continuing further forward, scooping forward. So really tilt it. It's going to give the space in the lumbar spine so that you're not crunching there. Pressing forward, opening up the front of the pelvis, activating the insides of the legs. Whoa. And then you send the pelvis back. And once again, softening, 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 wilting, falling into the earth. This time right away, bending the knees, dropping the pelvis, scooping it, scooping your fingers. Your eyes still see your fingers. They raise you up. Yeah. So this isn't a fixed place. You keep going. Energetically. Keep expanding. And then when it's it's time to pour down, to reconnect into the earth, you do it. You get all that earth force, and it helps you rise up. You only expand for as long as you can expand. We want our rubber bands to keep going. We don't want to snap them. So let it become like a whole body, continuous loop. Flowing down into the earth to rise yourself up and out of the earth. Let your body be big. Let your body have that undulation, like that undulation we had in the beginning. This is a different one. This is even bigger. You got to forward and back and it up and down. Simultaneous. As you go, you can begin to let momentum really help you out. Rising and falling.
Okay.
2 more times. And the next time you're pouring down, just staying there, hanging over again, letting your feet come back to parallel, letting your hands touch the earth again, bending the knees, the ankles if you need. And coming back to that, pouring out. Drawing the hands back, up the spine, drawing the hands up the backs of the legs, and returning to this place where we're holding the kidneys. Once again, coming into this shape, shaking your kidneys. So finding the shake that'll shake your kidneys. Finding the shake that will shake the water. As you track the water, it'll shake your bones. Noticing this time if anything feels different, shaking your bones. All of a sudden there are more bones to be shaken. So seeing your kidneys in a bright blue light and letting your bones as well shine in a bright blue light. Keeping that blue shake going. Again, like we did before, sliding the palms up. You can lift the chin, bringing your hands back up onto your heart center. Letting that red heart shine and shine. Seeing that fire of your heart. So you're shaking it, you're opening it up, building it up a little bit, and begin to let that red fire once again move through your blood. Letting your veins have that heat. When your fire is balanced, it's warm. Maybe it isn't so hot, so let your fire be warm so it can move, but it's not so hot that it's taking everything over. It has a containment in your veins, and it has a containment that is water. So in that support system, water helps keep fire from getting all over the place. So let your bones, those water blue bones, also help keep your fire blood from spreading all the way out. You're seeing this bright red map and you're seeing this bright blue map inside. They look a little different, but they are very much related. And then bringing this energy of the water fire back in to the organs. If you'd like, you can put one hand on one kidney. You hold the heart and then switch. Whatever feels good, or pass from the heart to the kidneys for extra support. Just gathering this light, this energy back in to the heart, to the kidneys. You just see the kidneys shining, you see the heart shining. Shake. Once again, get smaller and smaller. It's getting absorbed into your organs, into your kidneys, into your heart. As it's getting sucked into the DNA of your heart and your kidneys, letting your palms spread out, coming to rest on the tops of your lungs. As that shaking falls away, you can begin to have an external shake, which is a tapping, making claws, bear claws with your hands. You're tapping your lungs. Starting up top, coming down, the lobes of your lungs are very big. Lifting one arm up, your bear claw is going to become a palm cup, bringing your fingers together, getting that side long. Coming over to the other side. Like fingertips tapping the tops of the lungs on your shoulders. Out. In. Right palm rests on the right lung. We're going to get the back of the right lung by taking our left arm and swinging it. Full palm, an open palm. The weight of your arm follows through to get that lively tap. And if this is too much, just like this. You're trying to get the place between the shoulder blade and the spine. So not the bone, but the lung itself, the meatier part. One more time. Letting your left palm rest on the front of your left lung. Give them that right arm swing. More times. And letting your palm come and rest. Lungs are shining. Making sure that your feet are under the pelvis, so not too wide. Parallel. Seeing into your lungs, seeing into your kidneys, seeing into your heart, and when you're ready, beginning to have these organs have a twist. So the lungs are related to your skin. Your lungs breathe, your skin breathes porosity. So as we're twisting in the lungs, the heart, the kidneys, again, we have our bones, our blood, and our skin in this twist. Allowing your arms to get heavy. They're soft. They're going to participate in a swing. They might change the rate of your twist. And unwind and unwind. That's your tendon action, your liver. If all of these things are moving, holding you up, your muscles can be relaxed. That's your earth. Your muscles relax a little bit here. And the action of all the other elements lets earth have that balance. If you're overworking your earth, that's when you are trying to muscle through everything. Momentum running out. Arms getting even heavier. Systems want to rest. And go. Your organs rest. Taking a moment here, standing, letting your arms hang at your sides, feeling the soles of your feet rooting into your earth, feeling that ground on top of your feet. simultaneous qigong. Now making sure you have enough space between your feet. You can turn your toes out a little bit. You're going to keep your crown point extending up and up and up as you let there be deep folds in your ankles, your knees, your hips. You come down to a squat. So as much as possible, letting the soles of your feet root into the earth. You can have a little bit off, bringing your hands onto the earth. If not, bring the palms together, the biceps pressing into the insides of the knee, the thumbs resting on the heart. Just be here for a little bit, just feeling that deep crease, feeling how your right feet can connect up and out even as you're getting closer and closer to the earth. Still breathing. Just a couple more breaths here. And then when you're ready, letting your seat come down onto the ground. We're going to come to a laying place. You can let your legs be long, or you can let your knees be bent, whatever feels the most comfortable for you. If you want to stay more upright, just either having a chair, having a wall to support you, or being all the way down, having a little bit of a relaxation. Letting your arms be at your sides, letting your kidneys fall towards the earth, letting the backs of your lungs fall towards the earth. Again, you're here, you're breathing. Letting your skin, your lungs be a little more porous here, softening into the earth. Your shape is getting a little less shape. Shape is a little less shape. Your water can really pour towards the earth. Your back is really cool. When you're ready, bringing your hands onto your belly button. Really letting your palms have a heaviness there. Feel that drop through your small intestine. Again, your palm shining into your sea of chi. You're breathing and you're seeing into your sea of chi, letting the heat of your palm shine in there. Noticing what your sea of chi is like in this moment. And let yourself be as specific as possible. Their shape or an action. Is there a question or a memory? Their colors, images. Have a glow or a shine to it? Does it feel three-dimensional? You're ready. As you're seeing into your sea of chi, let your palms begin to circle. Circle in whichever direction you choose, but let it be small. Let your abdominals stay relaxed. So this is also a massage. The heat of your hands like a magnet, spiraling your sea of chi. You're ready, letting it get bigger, letting your chi get bigger, letting your palms circling get bigger. those qualities that you saw, they may be transforming, shifting, let them. Stay big and the other way. Spinning your chi the other way. Winding it, beginning to gather back in again. As you gather, those qualities may shift yet again. Chi is ever transformative. And so fascinating to watch. It can be anything. So watching it as it shifts yet again, or maybe part of it shifts, just seeing it as you wind it back in. You're all the way tight, winding around the belly button, tight, winding so quickly. Your palms come back to rest, but you're feeling how that spiraling can keep going. Gentle whirlpooling in your sea of chi. Letting your body rest, letting your palms rest. Closing your eyes, looking into that space, and gently, so soft in the mouth, and lifting the corners very softly of the mouth. Smiling into your sea of chi. Smiling into yourself. Continuing to smile as you smile into all your organs. Seeing your lungs, seeing your kidneys, seeing your heart, seeing your liver, your stomach, spleen, and pancreas. Smiling all the way up into your brain. into your whole body, seeing yourself as a whole body. Starting at the top of your head, you're going to send your eyes up into the top of your head, and we're going to just do a quick clean of the whole body with the eyes. So cleaning is sending the eyes back and forth, left and right, like actually moving the eyes and the sockets, not moving your head, just the eyes. So starting all the way up at the top of your brain, beginning, you're moving through the brain, through those glands in the center of the brain, through the skull, down through your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, down the back of the brain, getting the neck, thyroid, esophagus, cervical spine, through the shoulder blades, the tops of your lungs, you get your arms, the shoulders, your biceps, moving through the heart, your solar plexus, your diaphragm, your elbows, your liver, your stomach, spleen, and pancreas, colon, your gallbladder, your large and small intestines, your sea of qi moving through the spine, your hands, your forearms, your sexual organs, your bladder, your big pelvis, all the muscles, all the nerves getting cleaned, all the way down, reaching your perineum, flowing down the legs, getting those knees, taking a moment at the knees, down the shins, the calves, into your ankles, through your feet, into your soles, into your toes. As you reach that tip, letting your eyes rest, letting your body shine. If there's anything that we've opened up or any cleaning, anything that's been unblocked and needs to be cleared out, we'll do it with closing, bringing your legs together as close as they can be. You're going to flex your toes, drawing your arms up over your head, tipping your chin up, rolling your eyes up to see. Scan over the body. You're going to lift your head up, dropping your chin towards the chest as you send the hands down, pointing your toes, keeping your heart resting into the earth. We're clearing out again, whole body clearing 3 times. Breathing in. Inhaling. like a heel rocking or shaking from side to side. Want to shake your limbs out, releasing them. Taking your time, you can roll to one side, feeling that weight shift. And gradually pushing yourself up. Coming up to sitting, getting a drink of water if you need to do any brushing, squeezing, helping you transition out of class into the rest of your day. Hey everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and taking class. It's been great. It's been fun teaching all of you. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You too. Yeah, everyone have good summers. Thank you. She was amazing. Yeah. All right. This has been great. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. See ya.